think this is supposed to go this way. I think that's why it looks so weird. I think this shirt was like $2 in this like weird Korean place. Eh. Eh. That was what I was eating. I never said I was gonna lose weight in like a day. Well, you guys see what I'm eating, right? It's not hard to lose weight. It all depends on what you eat and how long before you sleep that you eat. Otherwise, it's pretty easy. I'm mostly like bloated from this kind of food. Like, I think that's why I'm getting diarrhea. Cause like my body's just not used to it. Usually, when I eat this stuff, when I eat this type of food for a really long time, I get really constipated. Oh, I don't give a fuck. The beauty about knowing calories, counting your calories, fitness, weight, whatever, all that dietitian shit is you can eat whatever the fuck you want. And you can still fucking lose weight. You guys just don't know what the fuck you're doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I just be doing what the fuck I want. Well, my arm hasn't been that fat. Right? You know, what I found out is I don't know how people do this. I can barely breathe. But like I notice a lot of these things with my body. Like I get really dehydrated. So the way soda works and the way junk food works is you'll get so fucking dehydrated that you think drinking a soda or drinking some juice is gonna help. But in reality, you just gotta like cut out all this food so then it doesn't make you dehydrated. So then that means when you actually drink the water, it actually rehydrates you. But like you guys don't understand this. So you guys continue to drink soda and continue to drink more juice, thinking that like it's going to rehydrate you when soda and all that stuff does the opposite. And like that's another really good point because that's why I was like I think that's why it makes it worse and like progressively worse. Like when you drink soda to unthirst yourself, you get more thirsty. So you end up drinking more soda. Exactly. That's why I don't like to smoke after I work out. Cause you absorb that shit just like how your skin absorbs the pores and shit. That's why I prefer to remove my makeup in the shower. Because when you're showering and you're removing your makeup, the shit comes out of your face. Which means if you're only washing your face or removing it with whatever fucking makeup remover you have, it's not going to be the same as if you actually took a shower. Because then all your pores open up. And for me especially, thank you, I prefer to go all the way into my hairline because I want a seamless blend. So that means there's literally makeup in my fucking hair. And that's why you guys get like those hair pimples, because those pores are clogged. And just so you guys know, you know how I have, yeah, I'm really full, that's why I can't really breathe. I keep sighing. So you know those like wrinkles under my eyes, right? That's dehydration and not enough moisture, which means all the freaking like, there's two kinds of hydration. I cannot put a castor oil anywhere on my face. It clogs pores and I just get pimples. But I can do vitamin E oil and jojoba oil. And yeah, I don't give a fuck. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. So a lot of people can prefer to use like gels, you know? My favorite is Moisture Surge. Excuse me. It's taking forever. I think it's this one. No, it's not this one. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. Something like that. So I personally prefer to use like when I'm really trying to like fix my face and shit. I try not to use this because this actually doesn't moisturize my face enough to the point where if I do this, like even when I do vitamin E oil, it's still not fucking enough. So like I'll use this. Well, actually, okay, so how do I explain this? If your pores get clogged with this, then I recommend this. There. Thank you. Why would I fight him? Because I want to see what the fuck he talks about. What? You can't just judge someone based on something they say. You have to see what they say about it. So, honestly, I was actually more curious what the fuck they were gonna say. Just saying. I have a feeling he wasn't the one who dodged. I think somebody else dodged. Fucking. Yeah, that's usually how it stops talking. You know, here, I'll show you guys why. It doesn't look better this way. Probably don't want to wear it like that. So you guys fucking. Ugh. When I don't have a set schedule of when I'm eating and when I'm not eating, it really fucks with my shit. That's why I'm gaining weight. Cause like nothing is consistent. And like Mostly it is eating right before I go to sleep, if that makes sense. So like, it's gonna take me a few days to fix it, but it's a pretty easy fix. And once I start eating on a schedule, and I can eat at least 4 to 8 hours before I sleep. 4 to 8, yeah, 4 to 8 hours before I sleep, I can lose weight pretty fast. I mean, personally, I don't like to eat sugar and salt foods, besides like actual foods, because it actually makes me sick. Like, I can't really breathe, I'm hella slow, and I'm lazy as fuck, and I want to go to sleep constantly. So like, personally, it gets me really sick, and that's kind of why, like, sometimes I prefer eating vegetarian and eating fruits, because I get like natural energy, and like, it doesn't make me feel like I'm fucking dying. It makes you feel like you're dying because you can't breathe and you're constantly tired. And you're just like, why the fuck am I so tired? Because you ate too much sugar. What, that stupid bitch doesn't know how to fucking dodge? The hell? It's not even anything illegal. Dodging a game is not gonna. Well, actually, maybe you should use all of that goddamn fucking Riot special connections you fucking brag about all the time. Be like, hey, why do you get rid of fucking dodge? I think they have a word here. See how my like breathing is like fucking crazy? That's what fucking food does to you. Like, whenever I just eat vegetarian food and just rice and stuff, like, it doesn't make me fucking breathe like this. It's ridiculous. And considering how much I exercised today, like, what the fuck, man? Fuck is wrong with me? I naturally get really full off of smoothies. So, like, I don't actually consume that much sweets. And, like, most of those sweets are, like, vitamin C or, like, what is it called? You know when you eat, like, pineapples or pears, it's a lot of, like, hydration, just natural hydration and stuff, right? Like, I don't really get that. I don't really get that when I, like, eat all these sugars. Wow, there's a radius now? Oh yeah, is there gonna fucking do my watch, huh? I think it's really entertaining to watch my heart rate when I when I play League of Legends. That's just crazy. I think it's funny. I'm like, damn, I think I'm having a heart attack. Do I like wearing watches? No. I feel like I'm wearing, like, doing too much, you know? I didn't want to do it because it's, like, such a waste, and, like, I'm still on cooldown. But, oh good shit. How do I get rid of pimples? I try not to overstimulate my skin with benzo whatever salicylic acid, or whatever it's called. Because when you overdo that, your body builds an immunity to it so that it no longer works. I didn't think it would actually hit him. But, yeah, I don't recommend you using that unless you really want to. But for me, otherwise, I just keep my pimples, because it's like, your pimples can stay as long as they want, as long as you don't pop them. Because whenever you pop them, that's when, like, shit gets all fucked up. But otherwise, like, see all these really big ones that I have? They don't really actually get affected. Unless I try to fucking pop them, then it fucking gets all fucked up. But otherwise, it just, like, stays there. It's just, like, fucking skin patch. Like, nothing really happens. Dude, it's not a big deal. This is a fucking game. But thank you. I think it's funny how, like, whenever people see my wallpaper, they're like, what the fuck? Like, who's this man? Oh god, I don't know what the fuck to do. And usually, depending on their facial expression, I can tell if they're a fucking gamer or not. Because they'll be like, oh, it's reckless. I'm like, yeah, it is. This shit was like $2. I told you I don't pay very much for my booby streaming shirts. I never fucking wear them. And even when I wear them, it's just to fuck with you guys. I don't actually wear this shit in public. You guys always tell me to buy pinks. Like, I'm not gonna buy fucking pink. Sorry. You guys have reckless for that. I refuse to buy pink. look so fucking confused. Their map, like, movement, it doesn't look confused to you? Like they don't know what to do. I used to get this question a lot. They're like, when I used to draw, they'd be like, how can you tell? Like, how can you draw it in that distance? The answer is, I don't know. Just fucking see it. What do you want to know? Rice doesn't make me fat though. I'm Asian. Oh yeah, so one of the things that, like, you guys know how Swedish people have this thing where they always eat, like, this thing, right? So I have a feeling like Swedish people are, like, kind of immune to sugar or something. Like, you would think that a lot of people would eat a lot of sugar and get really fat, right? It's kind of the same thing as, like, Asians and eating white rice. Like, I don't think our bodies get fat. Do I get fat from sugar? I get really, like, how do I say this? My mouth gets really fucking weird. That's why I don't like eating too much sugar. That's why I go from sugar to salt, sugar to salt. Because I don't like the taste in my mouth after. I don't like the taste of chocolate. And I like how, like, when I brush my teeth, all that black stuff comes out after, and I just don't like it. Don't judge me. It could be. I don't like coffee either because it makes your mouth smell weird. I like tea though because it doesn't make your mouth weird. I don't understand how it's better. It's like an insult to my supporting skills. It's like I'm a bad support because I didn't get you guys the kills, you know. But then no, I get it. I'm just saying, like, it's a bad reflection of me. It's like I didn't do good enough job, you know. All right. So the reason why I try not to tweet about this is because you have to understand, like, if this, like, like, why would any normal person ever do it? You know what I mean? So like, how can I even fucking talk about it? I already died twice. What do you mean? Dumbest fucking bullshit I've ever heard of.
Shit.
If it was me, I would actually come get it because I know that's where you're gonna be and fucking fuck you up just when you fucking show up. Anyways, but that's some shit I would do. Am I fucking playing this? So my philosophy behind warding is it doesn't matter what their team sees as long as your team sees. That's all that matters because you have to understand, like, the more you concentrate, thank you, on what they're thinking about, you're not gonna focus on what you're doing. Does that make sense? No. Okay. So there's this. I remember swimming, and I remember all the teachers and coaches being like, "Don't ever look at what your opponent is doing. Don't ever look at what they're doing. Don't ever look at where they are. Focus on your thing and swim as fast as you can." And I was, and I always be fucking looking at them. I'm like, fuck, I didn't know where this bitch at. But that's me. I always fucking look. Why? Because for me, I work better knowing where they are, and I always want to be. Okay, so one thing about me is I always have to be better than the next person. Unless I respect you, then I probably want to become like you. So then, if anything, I would try to make you better than me, so then I would have something to go after. Because, okay, so I have this thing on a swim team, right? I used to be really, really fast, and then I would constantly be so fast that I didn't really have anybody to beat me for my age group and my gender. Like, men, sometimes I'm just like, honestly, fuck you at this point. Like, I don't want to fucking race you anymore. But, like, when it's like women, I always try to be better than them, unless it's like a teacher or something. Then I'm like, oh, fuck this. I can't beat them. So then I always try to become like them, or then try to be better than them, you know? Or no. Okay, so, like, I don't know what it is, but for me, I never try to beat someone that I respect. I always try to, like, keep them there, I guess, kind of thing. I don't think it was because of my dad thing. I think it's because, like, so ever since I was a kid, I always hated being alone, you know? So then I always think, like, I see it more as, like, I don't like being alone and I don't like to be the only one kind of situation. So like I always try to help and befriend others so then I don't have to spend any time by myself kind of thing. I'm not a people pleaser. I just end up hanging out with a lot of different people because for me, I like a lot of attention. So then most of the time is kind of like I would keep switching friend groups depending on who gave me the most attention, I guess, kind of thing. Yeah, it's weird how like in esports I'm like the exact opposite, and like I don't want attention. No, I think that's what I meant by I think there's a lot of attention in esports, but it's not always necessarily good attention. Like when you're growing up at school and stuff, like it's always good attention. You know, it's always good to get attention from your teachers. Always good to get attention from your friends, and pretty much anybody who gives you attention in school, it's good. But like when you come into like real life, and then there's like creepy people that you see on the streets and shit, like you start learning that not all attention is good. So I think there's a difference there. But yeah, I do fucking love attention, but from the right people, not from like anybody. Like if someone's gonna kidnap you, they're giving you a lot of attention, or if they're trying to groom you into doing something, like yeah, I don't know if I can say that attention is good. Well, when you're getting attention from your teachers and from your friends, that attention is not really like an ulterior motive, thank you. It's more of like they care about you, they love you, and they want to like be around you and stuff like that, you know? So like in terms of that attention, it can never be bad. But when you're getting that attention from some random stranger online and then suddenly they're asking you to do a bunch of stuff, like yes, that attention is very bad. So when I say I like attention, I think it's very confusing for a lot of people because they don't understand the difference between what type of attention I'm talking about. Like attention from the cops is not good. You don't want attention from the cops. That just means they suspect you of doing something illegal. You don't want attention from them. But they're not your private security, so having them focus on you just means you're doing something very illegal that they want to investigate, and that's why they're giving you so much attention. Like, it's not the same. No, that's why I try to, like, separate myself from a lot of what e-girls and, like, other people were doing, because I was like, what if, like, what if some weird shit's going on, like, I don't want to be part of it. It wasn't that they're taking attention away from me. I'm like, well, if this is a police investigation, that's hella bad. If they're trying to groom me into doing some fucking sex work, that's also hella bad. If they're trying to fucking kidnap me or steal my money, that's also very fucking bad. Because, like, well, yeah, you can kind of tell, like, they're not caring. It's like, you know when someone's trying to get information from you and you can just, like, fucking feel it? You know? Just, like, feel suspicious and weird. Yeah. No, there's a difference between, like, so, you know how, like, Asian parents, especially, like, tiger moms or whatever, they tend to trick you into doing all sorts of shit. So like when you telling me like, oh yeah, you know, they're trying to trick me into doing something, I'm like, I really don't think it's as bad as you say it is. Pretty much. That's what I think they are. No more Pikachus. No more Pikachus. The Pokemon Fest is really fucking annoying.
Where's my chicken? Oh, because I'm supposed to finish one each day. Fucking terrible at Pokemon. Oh my god. Most unbalanced player ever. I feel like all I do is fucking kill Pokemon. I feel like I don't ever fucking play this game properly. I don't like to hear the League of Legends sound. I feel like it's really fucking annoying. I don't know how the fuck Marcus does this shit, but I think it's the most fucking annoying sounds in the fucking world. People are fucking screaming. It's fucking pinging. It's fucking like putting all these goddamn quotes in there is fucking annoying. Not that I can't stand it. I'm just gonna start cussing you out. Does that kind of make sense? Like, if you're gonna annoy me, I'm gonna annoy you. It's just like you're gonna sound like a crazy bitch because I use logic and you don't. Well, I can only be that way. Like, okay, so one of the things that I think is really fucking hilarious. She's so fucking ugly. Alright, so one of the things. One of the things that I forgot was something. Hold on. Best ban, no ban. A. That's right. Because then you have no weaknesses. A ban is a weakness because they will always play it against you. But I don't have a weakness. My weakness is emotions. Really? No. I'm too logical for that shit. Oh yeah, so, whenever people try to logic me with fucking emotions, I'm like, alright, let's talk about this then. I'm like, it's not really being heartless, because, like, if you really want to say this, then I can say something like, so, you are so selfish and conceited that you don't care about anybody else but yourself. And you show it through your actions because you could be doing this for this person, but instead you chose to continuously do it for yourself and you chose your own values over anybody else's emotions, comfort, or like boundaries or anything like that. Regardless of how many times they've informed you, they don't fucking like it. So I can do that too. It's not that I don't know emotions. I know emotions. You guys just think I'm manipulative or like abusive and all that shit. So let's just hear what you have to fucking say first. So then you can't be like, oh, you're so abusive and mean. We heard your opinion first, so. Oh, well, genius. I cut my nails off so I can talk shit. The dedication. I don't get it. How do I give back to the community? Community. Oh. what? Yeah, but then it doesn't really make sense because it still lags out. You guys noticed? Like, so say as soon as you get online, right? It doesn't automatically go on at first. It still lags. So, like, I don't give a fuck, man. Why don't I care? It's to me, it's not important. I'm okay. Do I like eating? I don't like eating. I like eating, and then I realize like how sick it's making me, and I think that's why I keep wanting to go to sleep because I feel really. Oh, Rufus looks so happy, but he's actually overheating. I'm cold, but he's not cold. He's actually really hot. Okay, I'm just not gonna be part of this right now. So I've come to the realization that Lux doesn't do any fucking damage at all. So there's like no point in even trying to do damage. If they're trying to find a way to counter Tristana, I can tell you it really doesn't matter. Why? So, if you look at how I play Tristana, you already know that that's a counter itself. What does that mean? Like, have you seen me play Tristana? Like, it's unplayable. So, the counter is not so much like, oh, you know, what can you play against it? It's more of a person's play style. There's not really like a secret fucking, like, you know, like, it's. What the hell, man? Dude, I tried to ignite that bitch. What the hell? You didn't get me mad. I just actually really want to kill you now. Oh, fuck you, man. Are you fucking kidding me? The hell? Fuck is this shit? Bitch should be dead. Motherfucker. So I don't think this guy's very good because he's not really good at focusing or knowing like what the fuck he's supposed to be doing. One more time and I'm leaving the lane. Why? So when I'm doing that, right? Say I am focusing on one person, right? You're supposed to do damage on the other person. I am actually very good. Why don't I play mid? Because I enjoy my gold shortage. It actually makes the game a lot harder. Oh, what? That's your own goddamn fault. Fucking learn how to avoid the turret. Typical. This guy's a fucking idiot. Fucking annoying sleeves. I don't want to say that too loud, you know? No, I think they're scripting because they don't realize that I'm not scripting. I just know how to counter. Oh man, you're so triggered. Alright, I'm done with that lane. Thank you. No, 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 no. We are not going to get that item that will take everything away. What should we do? What was that AP item that was completely meaningless but had a lot of mana? I mean, AP 120. Dude, maybe I should just get Nashor's Tooth. Just for like fucking shits and giggles, man. Oh, man. Is it in here? Yes, it is. Alright, what other fucking troll items do I need? Dude, I don't even think you need to play properly to beat these people. Access to a computer is very, very valuable stuff. Because if you access them without any other items or anything, technically you could go to jail. But if they're equally doing it, then hypothetically speaking, it's not really that illegal anymore. Well, I didn't. That's why I get like legal fire scans and shit. And I don't download any type of like malicious malware or anything that says, hey, you know, don't fucking download it. Even the government tells you, don't fucking download it. Oh no, they're scripting. I just didn't do the Dark Steel yet because it's kind of entertaining to see what the fuck they're using. You know too many of their secrets. I don't know any of their secrets. You know, I should really get attack speed. Anonymous sharing is actually legal. And like, even if it was my porn video, it's completely legal. Because I am of age, I was not forced into doing it. And everything else is legal. I'm not coerced into doing it. Well, actually, that's actually going to be in a coerce thing because I would have to say Twitch chat and social media has definitely influenced my decision to make such a decision. And if the FBI was curious where I was getting it from, I don't know, my fucking 5 years in League of Legends could be it. Since it's usually those fucking people anyways. Oh no, keep doing whatever the fuck you're doing. I'm not a police officer. I'm not a police officer. There's no way I can stop you. Whoa, 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 whoa. I am boasted. And you wonder why I don't play ADC. You know, playing ADC is actually a lot of responsibility that I don't want to have. And that's actually why I don't play. Would I say jungler's harder or ADC's harder? Jungler is more annoying because everybody's constantly asking you for shit. But I would say ADC is harder. Just because, like, people expect more from you. And I don't like people asking me for shit. So in terms of that, I feel like it's harder. Why did he get hit? Did I hit him? Did he touch me? I don't understand. What happened? Oh yeah, sorry. I was having so much fun getting the gold. I forgot the point of the game. Okay. Okay. Okay, the reason why sometimes I just can't say anything because I'm like, are they gonna ban you? Are they gonna like say you're like, so like, are you gonna be safe? Like, I don't understand. Like, can I thank you or can I not? Like, Batman. I think I was looking down, wasn't I? Okay. Okay. Sell this. Okay. Then I gotta go back and get this. Just means they're really fucking bad again. Do I want to make money? I actually know because I am me that I can make money without actually doing it, but I like to have the power over that person. so, so I like to do it just so I can be like, nope, sorry. Yeah, why do you buy a car? Because you want to be better than anyone. Why do you want to buy a fucking house? Because you want to be better than everyone. Why do you fucking buy fucking luxury brands? Because you want to be better than everyone. Come on, bitch. Don't even fucking start that with me. And he's gone. Why did I do that? Because I knew I was gonna die. Like, what? What do you think I could have done? There's nothing I could have done, man. Oh, that's funny. There's 3 tanks. Oh. Well, that was bad. Oh my god, and they all got the same items? What the you know, this might have been the problem here. You know, just. Oh no. No, no. I don't want to look at that. God knows. We don't need to see it. See, I always wanted to be part of that group. I want to be the one using it. I want to be the one making it. Not the game maker part, but the loons part. No, because everybody's like, oh, I'm like, no. Ugh. Do I like to be skinny or fat? Honestly, I just don't want to be lazy and tired all the time. And most of the time, that just means not skinny. Okay, I don't think I should be going into this. I don't think my team is here at all. Oh, look at Jin. Look at Jin. Wow, absolutely no damage done. Oh, great fight, great fight. Well, see, the thing about Rise teamwork is, even if they're doing a terrible fucking job, you can't say, oh, fuck you, man, you did terribly. You have to be like, oh, great job, guy, great job. And that's why I was making jokes with fucking Riot, being like, so are we encouraging the feeding, or like, are we fucking safe? Oh, what the hell? Dude, it's like I can never fucking hit this guy. Like, what the hell, man? I thank you. What is up with me and my emotions? Bro, I have no idea. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know what it is. I love romantic comedies, you know? I just love, like, all that stuff. But, like, when it's just, yeah, that's why I don't like to fucking wear this stuff. I mean, it makes my tits look great, but, like, oh, that's not, okay. I said, did we get Baron this game or last game? And I was like, I think it was last game, and then, what the fuck? That's not even what I said. But okay. Thank you. Oh yeah, and another thing is, like, I don't like to wear, like, booby stuff, because, like, if I'm not constantly watching myself and I'm actually wearing this in real life, sometimes, like, my boobies fall out. And, like, it ain't cute, man. So I try not to wear booby stuff. Where is his teammates, man? And you wonder why... that's actually why we have to support the whole... Okay, you know how, like, Mexicans are always like, oh yeah, let's give them an opportunity. Let's give them this chance and see what the fuck they do with it, right? This is why I'm like, alright, whatever. This is your country. You do whatever you think is right. If you can find out a solution for this, by all means, man, find a solution for it. Because I don't think it's gonna work, but if you know how to make it work, so be it. Yeah, by the way. You haven't noticed. I personally like going back, but apparently Twitch doesn't, so. It's stuck. If I do this any more times, Riot just like freezes the whole entire thing up. And then they're like, fuck you. You can't have it. How do I still have abs? Because I am obsessive with abs. So it's not that I don't know what to do. Okay, so one thing you guys have to understand is fucking wires are stuck. Hold on. Pulling me into oblivion. Alright, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Cocaine. Alright, what is it that I was doing? Right. Ooh. Fat or muscle first? You lose muscle first. You can gain. Okay, so here, how do I tell you this? Okay, so fat calves due to muscles. Is that gonna make sense? Massaging calf muscles makes your legs skinnier. Make sense? So, when you want fatter calves, you have to build it with muscle. But how we say it in Asia, like, okay, the reason my legs are so fat is because it's muscle. If I massaged away all the muscle that I have, it'll naturally look skinnier, right? So, muscle is harder to lose than fat. Does that kind of make sense? You can easily turn your fat into muscle, but for you to get rid of muscle, it takes a long fucking time. Okay, so you're telling me massaging your muscle. Actually, massaging the muscle takes a lot longer than, like, doing 50 squats a day. Does that make sense? You gotta, like, massage your fucking muscle for a really fucking long time. And 50 squats could take you, like, 5 minutes. Okay, maybe not for you guys, but for me, I can make muscle faster than I can lose fat. Does that gonna make sense? I mean, I can make muscle faster than I can lose muscle, so I know that you make muscle faster than... How do I say this? Okay. So say my arm right now, right? I turn this into fucking muscle, right? I would literally have to wait until my muscle dissolves for me to be able to lose that bulge. Does that make sense? Here, I'll use, thank you. I'll use my stomach for example, okay? Dad bod abs. So, dude, dad bod is fucking disgusting. The hell is this? This is not what I was fucking signed up for. Okay, so these are the abs that I'm fucking talking about. If you look at my fucking abs, right? My abs look like that. Because you can see the muscle still on the side, but you see the fat pack right here, right? That's what I mean by you lose fat faster than you lose muscle. Does that make sense? So if I start doing my fucking ab workouts like this, I'm gonna end up with some shit like this. Oh shit. I don't like abs that look like this. I don't like abs that look like that. I like abs. Okay, this is fucking too much, man. I like abs that look... That's too much. You can tell she has too much muscle. So, you have to understand, you have to have fat to make muscle. If you don't have any fat, when you try to build muscle, it looks like this. Which looks kind of gross. But, I kind of like stuff like this, but then at the same time, like, how do I say this? Like, some of this has turned out to be, like, liposuction and shit. So, like... Like, I really don't like people who have abs like this. Like, it's just too much. And I don't like it when women have this. It's fucking weird. Okay, so when you have something like what I have right now, which is a lot of fat, and you try to do like ab workouts, you end up with stuff like this. Is that gonna make sense? So like you have to lose weight first before you can get like a flat stomach, or else all your fat is just gonna turn into fucking muscle. Like this is with eating and changing your diet, but I'm saying like even if I do ab workouts right now, I can still get abs, but the abs are gonna turn out really fucking fat. Does that kind of make sense? Like, how do I say this? Like when you have really skinny arms, that's because you don't have enough fat on your arms, right? And that's why they say we have to get more fat onto the arms before we can get the arms bigger. Is that gonna make sense? That's why I try not to ever lift, because I know if I tried to lift and I turned all this fat into muscle, like I'm fucking stuck with it. And no offense, but women with fucking muscles are not cute for me. Okay, if I don't even like fucking abs like this, what makes you think I'll like fucking? Anyways. That's why, thank you, I was trying to bulk while I was hella fat on my ass only. Makes sense? You guys can do all your goddamn research all you fucking want. This is why my body works. And this is why I don't like to fucking listen to them. Because you have to understand, their goal is still to get your money. So, the worse you look, the more money they make. Yeah, go ahead, do your fucking thing, man. You say you're so fucking goddamn powerful, go ahead. Technically, I just have to be good with the manufacturer. I don't really give a fuck about you. Okay, so one way for my boobies to stay big while I lose weight is if I work out. So, hypothetically speaking, I could keep gaining weight, but because there's muscle, I can keep gaining weight and my boobs will keep getting bigger, but my body will still, you know, that's why I don't like to be skinny, because then my boobies are really small, and I like big boobies. I enjoy my tickle bitties, okay? Thank you very much. I don't believe in trainers, and a lot of times, I feel like trainers are full of shit. They, like, help you as far as they need you, you know? And, like, I feel like a lot of them are on fucking drugs, because they're weird as shit sometimes. I'm not really giving you guys any fitness advice, I'm just telling you why I'm not doing sit-ups, but if you're so cracked out that you can't tell what the fuck I'm saying, then that's kind of why I don't get personal trainers. It's that goddamn steroid! You know, natural fighters don't need steroids. Hypothetically speaking. Well, swimmers aren't really that big anyways, so. I mean, this is actually why I don't script or hack or anything like that, because they tend to always use this excuse like, oh, how do you know it's me? This is why I will never do it, because you're so fucking annoying. Like, nobody ever wants anything from you. Pretty much, yeah. I think that's why certain people just don't want to hire them, because they're like, wow, we don't want that liability. Yeah, but I don't want to have sex with you, so like, what's the fucking point? Whoopsies. Wrong button. Dude, how the fuck did he kill you? There was already a range script, wasn't there? Like, I maxed out my Q and I couldn't even get that fucking range this way. You don't even get ranges this way. You don't even get range like what? Anyways. I'm not blind. I'm seeing it. But we're winning, so I didn't say shit, you know? But this is framing me. No offense. But I used both my sums. Okay? And I did fucking hit for MF. So now you're making me look like I'm goddamn feeding. So fuck you. Who's our jungler? Who's our jungler? Kale? No, Shaco. Right. Just like disappeared. Did you see that? that one minion just disappeared. What? With no minions of mine or anything like that, just disappeared. Ooh. Why did I first pick Janna? Honestly, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, but it was over here, not over there. Like, what the fuck? Honestly, we should have played like Teemos and shit. Should have played Teemo fucking support. I love playing like, you know how like there's really cheap champions like Shaco and all that stuff, right? You just play the other cheapest fucking champion you can think of. And they have like this fucking mental breakdown. They like don't know how to function because they're like, fuck, like, like, I don't think that's the real copy, is it? Oh shit, it was a real. Sorry, I thought it was his copy, but apparently it wasn't. Probably never. Playing League of Legends is really fun with me. Thank you. I think playing with you is a lot of fun. For me. Hold on, how do I turn this thing on? Do I need double buttons? Oh god. Do I need this button? One-handed League of Legends! Fuck. That bitch gonna fucking hold me. How do I turn this thing on again? I need to press both buttons. Oh, I do. Thank you. I really hate your fucking champion. Just thought I'd share with you. Oh my gosh, it's over there. It's my fucking other phone. Oh shit. I don't think that's the real copy. you it wasn't the fucking real copy. How did I know this? So whenever Shaco is a little too confident, they're usually not the real copy. It's just how Shaco players play. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That's just the shit they do. Like, I don't know. One more, and I'm fucking leaving. Why? So, MF is pushing, and like, I don't really know if she knows that I can't push. Like, I'm fucking Janna, not fucking Lux or some shit. Like, fuck, man. I'm pretty tanky? No, I'm not. I'm just under the turret. I feel like this song's gonna get on my nerves one of these days. One of these days. Not today, but eventually one of these days. Why do I always leave lane? Well, I mean, what's the fucking point? Like, you know how there's people who just keep playing the same fucking lane and you're just like, bro, like, you're feeding. That's why. Well, I don't want to explain that clearly. Probably because I have nothing to hide to begin with. If I had a lot to hide, I'd be nervous as shit, right? But I don't have shit to hide because I'm not a fucked up person like you are, so I'm not like constantly nervous or like scared that I might say the wrong thing because guess what? I'm not fucked up. So she doesn't get the double kill buff, right? But then everybody else that's ever been in my games ever, they've always gotten the double kill buff, right? Seems legit. See, this is the shit that I'm talking about. Like, I hope you guys realize, like, whenever someone says seems legit, like, it's actually sarcasm. Like, nobody thinks it's fucking legit. It's literally sarcasm being like, why the fuck is this shit so fucked up? But when you're using sarcasm, thank you, and you're saying that shit, it actually looks like you're encouraging it. And that's what I was trying to tell Riot. I was like, you guys realize, like, I don't actually encourage this, right? Like, I'm just saying it because it's sarcasm. Oh yeah, and another thing about, like, American literary devices or whatever the fuck they're called. They tend to have a lot of, like, rhetorical questions where, like, I could be like, are you dumb? Like, no, don't answer that. It's a rhetorical question. Or like, can anybody answer this question? And it's like, we all know the rules already, so it's not actually like, can you answer it? Does that make sense? So Americans have a lot of like, don't answer this question because it's not a question, you know? But then like a lot of people actually try to answer it and you're like, well, it was never a question. And then people would be like, well, then why'd you ask it like a question? It's like, that's just how the American language works. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. That's a lot of alarms, and it's... honestly, I have headphones and I can't hear shit. You guys probably can't hear more than I can, but I personally can't hear anything. Ah! How did I get so far? Honestly, because I've... So, okay, you know, like, I don't want to say that League of Legends has anything to do with driving, but sometimes I think it does. Like, okay, you know how, like, there's people who can't really, like, drive, right? So, like, I don't know if it's just me or like, have you guys kind of noticed this too about like people who play League like that? Like, they can't really drive either. You know, like there's a lot of alarms, but I don't know where the fuck they're all coming from because I have my headphones in. So enjoy. How do I not wake up to this? I'm fucking telling you, man. I can sleep through a lot of things, and I can sleep under questionable conditions. Can you farm faster, please? See, you see how, like, everybody just keeps fucking going bot? Like, fucking focus on another fucking lane or some shit. Like, stop fucking wasting time, man. Like, look at this. Got a fucking turret. Meanwhile, you guys are fucking bot doing God knows what the fuck you're doing. What the fuck are you guys doing? So one of the things about people who play like this, or people who script overall, is they get really pressured really easily. So every time you like get a new turret or something, it puts them on like panic mode for some reason. They'll start panicking and not necessarily making mistakes, but like say you take a turret mid, right? They'll scatter, thank you. They won't be bot anymore. For some reason, this is just like how these people work. I don't know. I don't know, man. Well, I'm playing the game strategically, so strategically, you will move when I take a turret. I don't give a fuck. That's not my job. What does that mean? Whenever someone takes a turn of mine, I'll be like, hey, top, you're not doing your job. Honestly, if I was Warwick, I'd just run right now. We don't have enough free hands. Yeah, that's why everybody fucking cares about what the fuck I have to say, because I actually know how to play this goddamn game. And it isn't, oh, whose dick did I suck today? It's more like, I know exactly what the fuck is going on. Except soccer, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Sometimes I'm just like, man, this guy's just pulling out fucking red and yellow cards all over the fucking place for just fucking shits and giggles. And I'm just like, I don't understand what's going on. It all looks the same thing to me. They're all just grabbing each other, kicking each other. Like, I don't understand what's going on. I just know goal or not a goal. You guys really need to just fucking learn how to join shit. Like, you guys have goddamn problems. Is he gonna kill you? Is he gonna do it? I don't know what the fuck you're annoyed about. It's all warded. It's not like you don't know where it is. I don't give a fuck. Whatever you guys want, I don't give a fuck. Bro, I only have one shield. Like, what are you doing? I fucking hate Yasuo's. Like, I'm not even joking. I fucking hate Yasuo's. But whenever there's only one person who's actually trying to win the game, or whoever is trying to focus and actually win and do their fucking lane properly, I will always help them. I don't know what the fuck they're doing on the bot lane, so I just honestly, I don't even give a fuck anymore. Yeah, but you have to understand, like, something that I've learned, like, working retail, is that, like, somebody always wants the job. So it's not like, oh yeah, we're gonna run out of people. It's more of like, how are we gonna fire them without them suing us? Because you have to understand, when I work retail and like stuff like this, like, people don't really have a lot to lose. What the fuck? So when people are working retail and stuff, it's not really like, you know, like when people have salary jobs, people aren't really as likely to sue anybody because they're like, well, I mean, I could just always go look for another job, or like something like that, or like I'll get a good reference or some shit like that, right? But you have to understand, like, these people, they don't give a fuck. Like, they have nothing to fucking lose. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, they're gonna be more poor than they were poor before. Like, it's not really a loss for them. You know what I mean? So, like, a lot of times, I can't even actually get, like, fucking full like... Is there even fucking utilities on here? Dude, what the hell, right? What the fuck? What the fuck, right? What the fuck? So... Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, I am down for this idea. Oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah! Alright, so, wait, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't know. Hold on. So, like, a lot of times, thank you, people in retail and food service, they're a lot more likely to sue because a lot of the lawyers, they're like, well, this is a pretty easy win because, first of all, you're bullying the poor, and automatically, like, a bunch of people are gonna fucking weigh in and then sue and all that stuff, right? So, a lot of times, oh, fuck, we're stuck. A lot of times, like, when you're trying to fire, like, a cashier or somebody in food service, you have to make sure that they don't have a right to sue you back, being like, oh, that's unfair, or like, you unequally, like, you know. And that's why, like, as a rich executive, there's like policies and all of that stuff. So then, like, when they do try to sue, like, oh, you improperly fired me, I'll be like, no, actually, we documented this, and this, and under your management, this happened. So even if you try to sue us, we have a lot of evidence against you, being like, you're a very abusive manager, you never follow the policy, and these people had a lot to say about you as a manager. So even if you wanted to sue us for not implementing these policies, it's actually just you doing it. And legally speaking, they would have a lot more power over you. It's not just whatever lawyers. And that's kind of why I was trying to give you guys the power and being like, hey, you know, you guys have this right, there's human resources and all of this stuff, and you have to fucking use it because the unions, first of all, rely on this type of evidence to be like, hey, we are not controlled by the mafia and all that stuff. And even if they are controlled by the mafia could be like, well, that's why we do this, because it's like this and you do this. So I don't know what the fuck you're thinking, but that's why. No, because say, like, you fire somebody, right? Oh my god. So say you fire somebody from, like, retail or something, and it's like you never follow the policy and you never followed anything like that, right? Or, like, you racially discriminated against them or some shit like that, right? Then technically, they have a lot of evidence against you as a company, being like, you never fucking, like, you never followed through on this, or, like, you never did this, and you never did this. And it's because, and you discriminated against me, and, like, you're an unfair employer, like, you racially discriminated against me, you gave me unfair workloads, everybody else is late, but I'm the only one who gets fired, like, or, like, everybody's fucking racist on their social media, but I'm the only one who was fucking fired for it. Like, you lose a lot of fucking lawsuits that way. And, like, sooner or later, a lot of the executives are gonna be like, okay, so why does this keep happening under your management? And I understand there's the concept of, like, oh, this won't, whatever, but it actually just makes it more messed up, because now instead of having people give promotions, like, every 2 years, they're gonna be like, oh, well, since this has happened last time, Instead of giving people promotions every 2 years, we're going to give it every 5 years. And when that still doesn't work, they're going to keep adding more and adding more and adding more to the point where it's literally impossible for anybody to get a promotion anymore. Does that kind of make sense? So that's kind of why, like, I was trying to show you, like, legally and, like, publicly why this shit happens. Because, like, say it's, like, say, what's one company that I work for? Say it's, like, Target, right? So it's kind of like Target itself is already, like, kind of a copy of another, let's say Walmart then, okay? So, like, a lot of times when there's something bad that happens to Walmart, they have their own way of handling it, right? And they don't really let it, like, escalate into something really fucking big. And when it does escalate into something really fucking big, it turns out usually into some big ass class action lawsuit with, like, a bunch of people suing, and then there's, like, federal investigation and all of that shit, right? The federal investigation, in my opinion, could be from the rich people being like, hey, you guys, like, from how I saw it from the corporate standpoint, they were all legal, but for some reason there seems to be some type of criminal activity that we personally cannot investigate because we follow the policies. Apparently they follow the policies too. So we need your help to find any type of criminal prosecutions, such as the unions, thank you, and the federal employment laws. Does that make sense? That's where the FBI comes in. Well, these corporate executives are not police officers, and they do not have a law license, and is that gonna make sense? They have a business degree, not a fucking law degree. Like, they're not the same thing. You cannot practice law unless you have a law degree, which pretty much, thank you, makes it illegal for rich people to be like, hey, you're not following the rules. Like, you can't fucking do that unless you're a police officer, a federal officer, or you're a fucking lawyer. Otherwise, that's all illegal. Like, you can't be telling people what to do. I'll show you what I mean. Practicing law without a degree or license. If someone gives legal advice without a license, that's called unauthorized. In California, only can give if an attorney loses their license but continues. That's also an unauthorized. See? You get in a lot of fucking trouble, man. I need to take a fucking shit. Like, I think I have explosive diarrhea. Give me 1 second. I will be back. the fuck? Hi, Rufus. Did you even notice I was missing? Too full. Sorry. Did I wash my hands? Hell no, I didn't. It's fucking cold. How is my dog not cold? No, like sometimes when you're... Have I ever connected this to my phone? Sometimes... Whenever... So sometimes when my thing is too tight, like... It actually makes me really uncomfortable. Like say the thing's like stuck on my stomach, right? It actually gives me stomach aches. Yes, women go through that. That's why I don't like wearing jeans, because that's just way too tight. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. No more events today. That ain't right. Oh, it's still... Honestly, I want to go to sleep. But I also don't want to go to sleep. Wait, what the fuck? I could totally just motherfucker. You know my dumbass doesn't know fucking schedules? God damn it! I'm actually not that pissed. Cause fuck, that was really smart. And I'm not smart at all. See, you see how easy it is to cheat on me? Like, I'm fucking clueless. Alright. Anyways. But it's hella funny because people outside are probably like, what the fuck is going on in the house, man? What the hell? This is why I wanted to live in the middle of nowhere. Because I didn't want me to, like, scream. No, okay, so... Remember that one time I wanted to buy that apartment, that one-bedroom apartment, right? And then I realized, I was like... What am I gonna do when, like, I have a really bad game? Like... I don't know if I can contain myself. And, like, I'm not trying to put my neighbors through, like, paper-thin walls and be like, fuck! You know? So I was like, nah, I can't be living around no people. And I was like, I want no neighbors either, because they're always like, oh my gosh, I like never see my neighbor. Like, oh my gosh, they never say hi and they never leave the house. And like, dude, like, what the fuck is going on? Who the fuck just moved in? Like, I don't know if you can like have those neighbors. Like, oh my gosh, and like, why are this like, oh my god, you know? So like, I was like, okay, I don't want to live in Clovis, because most of the houses in Clovis are like door to door, like right next to each other, right? So they're all gonna be fucking curious, like, damn, who this bitch? So, I really want to move to Tahoe because there's some weird ass, like, fucking polygamous fucking bullshit out there. And, like, I understand there's a casino and everything, but, like, why don't I just fucking move to Vegas where, like, everybody's crazy and everybody's up all night and, like, the city just never fucking sleeps. Like, I love moving to a city that either never fucking sleeps or I'm in the middle of buttfuck nowhere and, like, there's nobody around so I can scream as loud as I fucking want. But then I get really paranoid that I'm gonna fucking die. So, like... Having kind of a mental breakdown there. So like, one side of me is really fucking paranoid. I'm gonna die in the goddamn woods. And the other side of me is like, man, I really fucking hate people and I don't want nobody asking me no goddamn fucking questions. Meanwhile, I can stream all I fucking want in solo queue and it won't fucking matter. Pretty much. I think it's funny because he's trying to get, because he's trying to help me with my apartment thing, but then at the same time, I'm like, kind of fucking hate people. So oh yeah, so like, the reason why I say I wouldn't, like, I think what she's thinking is to rent it out as like a seaside thing. But for me, I get really bad anxiety because like, I'm from Taiwan and all we see is typhoons and shit. And typhoons and earthquakes and you're like, well, I'm pretty sure they don't build buildings like Japan where the freaking thing like goes like side to side with the fucking earthquake, you know? So like, fucking useless. Oh, there we go. But you guys see what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not. It doesn't. It what? Yeah, that's why I. Fucking swear to God, man. Stupidity just hurts my brain sometimes. Yeah, but it's playing from the computer, so like, no matter what. Finally, I'm done with the fucking Pokeballs. Fuck. What? Yeah, but usually when you spin enough like Pokeballs, then all the other shit comes out. I personally prefer like Great Balls or the Yellow Ball, but then I think like sometimes the Pokemon programming it gets kind of like fucking confused. It's like, wait, am I supposed to catch this? Like, no, you know how Yellow Balls are supposed to catch all the Pokemon, right? I don't give a fuck what it's called. So a lot of people are like, oh, no, I don't know. Maybe it's just me or like somebody else's. But then sometimes they will. Oh my god, I can't listen and talk at the same time. But so blue balls is supposed to be debatable whether or not you can catch them, but then yellow balls is supposed to be guaranteed, right? So when I'm not guaranteed a fucking Pokemon using the yellow ball, I'm just like, fuck everyone. And sometimes I just don't play anymore because I'm like, what the fuck? See, I don't do that. I listen to what you're saying. And then what I've noticed is sometimes, like, when people are really fucking annoyed, it happens more often, but they don't actually mean it. It's just they're really annoyed and frustrated. So, that's why I say it's very bad. Why do I like the woolly mammoth? Because it's extinct. I don't even like fucking elephants. But I like woolly mammoths. Is that fucking weird or what? I don't like slugs. I like snails. I don't like bugs. I don't like butterflies, but I like moths. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? No, I don't like spaghetti. I like those, like, twisted spaghettis. See what I'm saying? Like, fucking weird. Our team looks really fucking boosted.
Next. Am I dead? I'm 111 fucking dying. Oh man. Cholesterol's increased. No, no, no. It's the heart rate. My blood pressure. This game is making my blood pressure increase. Oh shit. Dude, why the fuck didn't you just goddamn take it? What the fuck you doing, man? Look what the fuck you happened. What? Don't smite it. Don't smite it. Don't smite it. Oh. Feel really bad. There's a fucking fly on my 2. Ooh. Sir. I don't kill insects that I don't like because I'm a Buddhist. I definitely fucking avoid them. I think it's all the maggots from that squirrel that I buried in the backyard. There's a lot of dead animals in my backyard. My mom's like, there's fucking fruit flies, there's fucking flies, there's fucking dead animals. Like, what the fuck is going on? She's like, you gotta close the fucking door, man. There's too much dead shit. And I'm just like, I think I'll be fine. Oh, man. I like to bury animals. Dead animals. In the backyard. Under the tree. And it's all animals you guys killed. I bury it under a tree. I like burying dead things under trees. I don't put them in boxes. I just bury them under the dirt with everything. My mom was like, you know your cat keeps shitting in the fucking garden, right? I'm like, yeah, you water it down, you break up the shit, and then it turns into fucking soil. But you have to go stir it up and pour water on it. And then the smell fucking goes away. You have to water it, and then break it up, and stir it. How do I know this? I don't even know. I can't even fucking keep a fucking cactus alive. I don't know how the fuck I know this. Oh, I'm so fucked. Kinda went deep there, Jin. Do it again. Dude, I haven't relied on Q since fucking Star Guardians. Fucking worthless.
I personally don't like to take it unless I'm like trying to heal or like I'm trying to recover. Because otherwise, it just gives me fucking diarrhea, and I don't like fucking wiping my ass every fucking other like few hours. Fucking hurts my butthole. No, dude, like when you have constant diarrhea, it like feels really fucking like you're all drained from all the fucking shitting you've been doing, and then like on top of that, you're like fucking hell exhausted from like shitting. What does that mean? Like when you're actually, what the fuck is this? So like when you have diarrhea, it makes you actually really dehydrated, and it's actually really fucking bad for you because your body gets super dehydrated, and your body like, okay, so how do I say this? Like when you're having diarrhea and you don't get rehydrated, you could actually get sick because your body's so dehydrated that it lowers your immunity, thank you, that you get sick. Oh my gosh, that was so fucking difficult. But yeah, that's what I mean by it's really bad because how come I don't play Vagar? I don't know. Why should I? Oh my god! I don't give a fuck, man. I feel like they're all turning lesbians and fucking bisexuals and transgenders just like to be like, oh, I'm not fucking that way. And then later on they're gonna be like, oh, just kidding. I'm useless! I'm not building this because Krepo was right. I'm building this because I need it. It builds into a lot of other stuff, so like, if I stack this, I get nothing. So I'm only building it because it builds into other things. Otherwise, I would just build my fucking anal beads. I call them anal beads. See? Anal bead. Yeah. Alright, sorry. I'm not gonna go into detail what the fuck I think is so funny, but just know. Ooh. Ooh, Jin. Ooh. So ham. Oh, fuck, what the hell? I'm not triggered. How come he's there before I am? What? Yeah, like I'm gonna run down with all freaking 34 AP, man. like we're gonna die. I just thought I'd share with you. Yeah, but you see how like it walks me closer? That's why I don't like using Q. You guys have terrible fucking synergy. Holy shit. What the fuck? You guys don't know how to fucking work together. Goddamn penises. Chill out, man. All the fucking testosterone's all up in this bitch, man. Woo! That's a lot of dicks. Alright, you guys. I have this, and I have this. Okay. Okay. So please. Fucking chill. I only have so much that I can provide you guys. Senor, vámonos. Por favor, please. Sir. Sir. Can push it. I don't know what it means. Oh. Okay, what the fuck? Why does he move so much faster than me? I can't see. Honestly, I was just trying to focus on healing you guys. You guys are just fucking dying. Oh, I don't understand why you think. No, it's the guy thing. Because usually when there's one guy, no, not one guy, sorry. When one guy gets taken advantage of, they think like, oh, they're automatically feeding. They can't tell that I'm not fucking feeding. I have a cooldown. But no, they're all like, oh, what is See? are you doing? What the fuck are you guys talking about? I don't even answer those things. I just kind of ignore it. To be honest. Why? Is there a point in answering that? Like, I answer really funny shit. Like, stuff that actually, like, gives me respect. Because they're like, holy shit, Christine understands what the fuck she's talking about. Answering this isn't gonna get me any respect. Like, what the fuck is it gonna do? Nothing. Nobody's gonna be like, wow, Christine's so smart. I told you, I like attention. And I like praise and I like respect. But this doesn't give me any of that. Pretty much. Vi needs to stop. Okay, so one of the things I don't like about playing Vi is that, like, in stuff like this, you just fucking you just die. Like, there's nothing you can do. You can't alt out, and you can only go so far. So, like, I don't know why anybody plays Vi, honestly. This is why. You know, we're still kind of fucking winning, right? Psych, by the way. If you guys didn't notice. Alright. Is it this one? Is it this one? Or is it this one? It doesn't really matter for me to keep dying. Fucking Soraka, for God's sakes. I mean, for Soraka's sake. Oh, I'm so fucking terrible. Not really. Pro players do that a lot. Where they will constantly tag this and tag that, and I'm just like, I don't even care. I know, but you get. What the fuck? I can't. Dude, this fucking Lux is giving me fucking, like... What the fuck are you doing? it's this item. This item's like messing up my hole. My hole. It's messing up my hole. Hole. Idiot. Not hole. I make funny jokes because okay, I don't want to say that part. I've been hanging out with you guys on Instagram too much. Fucking tainted me. Taint! Hey, if I just like would I get banned? So you know how people say like taint is like your butthole, you know? So like if I just named myself Taint, like hypothetically speaking, would I still be in trouble? No, there's different levels of frustration and anger. Yeah, but that's not on me. That's your so-called friends helping you, when in reality, they're not helping you. What does that mean? So some friends are like, "Oh yeah, I'll watch her for you." It's code for I'ma fuck her when you're not watching, and I'm like, for me it doesn't work because I don't want your dick. But for a lot of other women, instead of getting mad, you should be like, "Oh well, I'm glad it worked out for you guys." Unless you're a fucking simp, you know, then you'd be like, "Oh, oh, I'm so sad." Oh, look at him go! Holy shit, I'm fucked. Oh, what the hell? I should have flashed farther. Wait. No, it doesn't. Fuck you guys. Why you always lying? I want Warmog versus that other thingy. Yeah, because I don't when have you guys ever seen me hit it? Like, now that hit it. I make a lot of dirty jokes. Yeah. Hey, I just stop people. That's all I do. I'm very good at healing. Apparently not. Aren't I jealous of what? I think he's one of these other ones. I don't know who the fuck Timo is, but I don't think Timo plays Timo. You're hella slow, man. Nope. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. This is also why I don't fucking use Discord or like what other things are there? There's Discord, there's account sharing, account boosting, social media accounts. This is why I don't do all this, because I kind of figured they would do stuff like this. So I didn't do it not because I don't know. I didn't do it because I knew they were gonna eventually use this, and I could be like, well, see, that's a you problem, because I don't do none of that shit. I know about it, but I don't do it. So there's no way that I would be cheating on you and doing that to you when I don't even do that shit. Make sense? Why don't I heal? Because I don't have it. You see how like this has only one? So I wouldn't really heal anything anyways. It only works if you actually use this like more than once. But I'm so busy on disabling people and healing you guys, thank you, that like I don't see the point of getting Q at all. That is a complete waste. Cause then I can't heal you as much. So well, no offense, you guys aren't really doing that well. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing or how the fuck is happening, but every single time you guys lose a fight, you're like clumps together. Have you guys noticed? Like, Thresh would be in there, and then somewhere Kha'Zix comes in, and then Vagar's all up in that shit, and everybody's fucking stuck in this fucking like clusterfuck of a bundle, you know? So I'm like trying to get in there, trying to fucking like trap everyone, and I'm fucking dying because nobody's doing shit, and I fucking die. See, now they're all fucking separated. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I can instigate fights? Yeah, I can, but I think you guys are kind of dying already. So why would I instigate a fight when the entire team's fucking dying? Man, you guys are hella like fucking... Oh, I wanna fuck with this guy. Don't blame me. Blame the mid laners. I feel like if I do that any more times, I'm gonna die. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you guys really expect me to fucking fight? Are you fucking crazy? See, look at you guys. Look at you guys. You're doing that clusterfuck thing. You're bundled all up in one, man. See, look at you guys. Look at you guys. You did the fucking thing again. Trap City. They Trap City you guys all the time, and you guys can't fucking figure it out. Oh my god, my team's gonna lose. Oh! How the fuck do you want me to get into that? Oh! You actually didn't die? Fucking what? Vi's gonna get me in trouble, I swear to god. This is why I'm like, I don't think he is. But hey, by all means, you guys, by all means. Would he? Yes, 100%. But at the same time, sometimes I'm just like, honestly. But it's okay. Because you guys don't know him. So it's okay. You guys can be making shit up. I don't give a fuck. Ding. I don't have a lot of things open. If at all. At all. Okay, my feet's too cold to do that. I gotta put that back. Under my butt. Ooh, that made my nipples hard. What in the fuck is going on with this game? Oh, I put that there so you guys can see them coming. Cause I don't feel like pinging you guys. Dude, look what you did. This is really fucking weird, man. Gosh darn it. I don't know how to use it. See? See what I mean? What the hell? See? What I tell you, man? What I tell you? How did I know I was gonna have to reset my... Dude, are you serious? Have you not seen the way they've been playing? Yeah, well, I can't fucking reach. Locks. I'm trying to warn my dude. Look at you, look at you. Oh my god, look at you. Oh, deep in there once again. We have no synergy. No synergy. What? No synergy at all. Dude, I can't fucking play with these people. I don't know how to fucking... I have to like talk to them. And I don't want to fucking talk to them. Guess we're just gonna have to lose then. Sucks. I'd rather lose than talk to them. I mean, I think my pings are pretty fucking obvious, right? And like, my range is not fucking like 50 meters. I mean, if you guys are used to playing with the Sorakas that script their range, like, I'm sorry to tell you, but that ain't gonna happen here. We're gonna die. Then fucking call them then. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck? This is definitely a fucking boosted team. Why the fuck you guys put me on their fucking team? What the hell, man? I don't want to be on this goddamn team. The fuck? Why do I sound like a man? Because I didn't want to sound like a bitch like you. All you do is whine and moan about everything. Like, oh, I deserve to win. How come I'm not winning? Why the fuck would I ever want to sound like you, bitch? their voices are so fucking squeaky, it literally hurts my fucking ears. That's how fucking annoying you are. Yeah, but people who don't want to have sex with you probably find you fucking hell annoying. Well, it's not like I'm stealing their goddamn chances. See, it ain't my fault. It ain't on me, man. Fucking told you. You don't need me because they're win trading. But then I'm dying, so it means I'm not win trading. I don't see how that makes me look bad. I already told all of them, I said I don't take free boosts. If I wanted a free win, I would pay you for it. Plus it's like $2. And if you missed the memo, I think Riot took away, what was it, ranked? Like after a month of it anyways, so clearly you guys weren't buying accounts good enough, so don't even try to threaten me with some shit that we all know you'd never follow through with. Oh, I personally don't care. I'm just saying, these are the facts. And I don't want any, like, what is it? Full-time boosters to think that I am against them. Like, I know what's up. I don't think they like you either, so. They're much better at boosting than you are. Like, you only boost American accounts. They can boost any account in the world. So, like, I don't really need you. I said I would pay them. It's kind of my job to ward, right? Hey. This guy. I didn't build any fucking AP items, maybe just this one and this one. But otherwise, like, I don't think I really have any. See, this is why I said I'd rather be part of you guys. Still have no idea what the fuck I mean. I mean, I don't think there's a legal obligation for me to snitch, you know? Plus, there's always the right time. I am in no hurry, my dudes. Unless you guys have a very urgent matter, but I don't think this is it. Well, then I guess you should just go back to 0 then, right? You realize this is why I say I will always pay for it, because before this situation, right, they'd be like, oh, I work minimum wage, I don't have enough money. And then they'd be like, oh, I feel so bad for you, let me go get you some more views. So here, fuck you, a huge fuck you right in the goddamn face, because now they all know the exact fucking numbers. Suck a fucking dick, bitch, shut the fuck up. Anyways, the more you guys talk about it, the more I know what the fuck you're doing, right? That's why I don't ever fucking talk, and as a past sex worker, you're not supposed to be talking anyways, so like, for me, it's like, well, why would I talk when it literally puts my life in danger, and when they're telling me not to talk, it actually fucking protects me, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So like, now that we have social media and all of this stuff, it isn't just like, oh, she said, he said this shit, right? It's actually like, we all fucking see what the fuck you're saying and what the fuck you're doing, right? So when you guys are like, oh, it's so scary, I'm like, have you seen some of the shit you fucking do? Like, yeah, I mean, you make a lot of fucking enemies. I'm pretty sure it is fucking scary, right? I don't do half that shit. What else is there? There was something else that I was talking about. Oh, right, the viewing the body. So a lot of times you guys are like, oh, I'm just not gonna buy bots. Yeah, and your career is just gonna go bye-bye. Like, we all know you're never gonna stop. And when you want to say like stuff like, oh, I'll buy ranked accounts, but then it's like, oh yeah, here. Let's get some reading material, shall we? Oh, right. Alright, sorry. So this was 3 years ago. What was it? So like it lasted just literally like fucking a few months or what the fuck? That's a hella funny. So I guess none of you guys ever really bought enough accounts for it to actually fucking matter. Go figure, right? Anyway, so you can talk all that shit about selling accounts, buying accounts, all that shit, but it really goes back down to the fucking point that I was trying to make. Nobody plays the goddamn game because no one has the goddamn time! And yet, you're still trying to make people fucking quit. So, I've recommended this a long time ago. We should just ban you. Because banning you will bring back probably 5 other people who quit because of you. Right? So, I personally think we need to get rid of you so other people would feel safe coming back. I mean, as a sex worker, people just end up dead, but different thing, different thing. Why am I playing Nami? We got a fucking Annie. And then we got a fucking Lulu and a fucking Scion. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this game? What the fuck? I don't ban because I have no weaknesses. I enjoy playing against all the champions because for me, I think I wrote this on Instagram the other day. A lot of people don't understand this. They're like, oh, you shouldn't. Oh, yeah, thank you. You shouldn't react to everything. I'm like, first of all, ow! Artificial intelligence, a moral and ethical question. I think it was. I think they were saying how, like, people were saying how, like, artificial intelligence is getting way too fucking advanced and it's becoming a moral and ethical problem where it's like, are we doing too much? Are you sure you should be doing this? So I'm like, okay, well, first of all, if we can figure out what people are doing in real life and how to react to their attitudes in real life first, then hypothetically speaking, it doesn't really fucking matter, right? Right? Because that was pretty much the problem to begin with, right? For artificial intelligence and self-learning. So, hypothetically speaking, if I can handle this problem in real life with real humans, then hypothetically speaking, we could technically, hypothetically, right? So, thank you. When you're talking about why do I react, I need your reaction. Literally, I need your reaction. Because you are literally the reason why nobody wants self-learning. So, of course, I want to know your fucking reaction. No, this is why I got a game. I mean, not got a game. This is why I got a job in the most mediocre, useless, fucking, worthless fucking job anybody can ever think of, and everybody hates being a cashier or being in food service, right? So I was like, if I can get these assholes, I mean, not these assholes, these motherfuckers to enjoy being surveillanced, I can get anybody to enjoy being surveillanced. So don't think I was just working really hard and sweating my ass off for nothing. The reason why I say these motherfuckers is because in the intellectual rich world, they're saying that you guys never wanted surveillance, and that's why there's no need for surveillance. I mean, clearly, because you guys are doing most of the work, of course you want surveillance. So please, enjoy your freedom. We are all very curious what you plan on doing. We have the freedom, but we won't do that because we're not fucked up assholes who are selfish and shit. And we don't disregard other people's feelings and be like, no, my feelings are more important than your feelings, even though you've told me how you felt a billion times and how uncomfortable, thank you, it makes you feel. I don't give a fuck, right? Because that's just you. And you've said that over and over in your text messages, and that's usually why you don't want evidence to exist. Because if evidence did exist, then everybody would see what a fucked up piece of shit you are. Right? But please, go on. And exercise your freedom all you fucking want. We love reading all this tea anyways. I mean, for me, I love watching Real Housewives of New York. Like, damn, I did not know cocaine did that to people. Like, I cannot believe that's what I sounded like and what I fucking look like. Like, holy Jesus. Some of that shit makes no fucking sense. Like, you try to follow, and after a while, you're just like, wait, what the fuck did she say? Like, what? What just fucking happened? You fucking try to follow that shit, and then you see her, like, fucking hyperventilating. You're like, wait, what the fuck is she doing? Oh, yeah, I remember that one time Bethany was like, oh my gosh, how could you guys be so selfish? Like, how could you be like this? And Luann just sitting there like, what the fuck? And you can just tell she's so fucking coked out of her fucking mind. She's just like, how could you be like this? And it's just like, what the fuck is she even talking about? Luann didn't even fucking say that. And she's like, I can't believe you would say that. And I'm like, she didn't even fucking say that. Like, how coked out are you? Oh my gosh, remember that one time Sonia got so fucking like drunk and like just methed out or cracked out and speeded out? She was like, ah! It was like, what the fuck is going on? Dude, I feel so sorry for those guys who have to like handle these fucking housewives, like grab-assing them and all that shit. Like, sexual harassment? Bitch, I ain't getting paid extra for this shit! Money over bitches. And Luann and not Bethany and Sonia are definitely acting like bitches because they ain't tipping. Okay, we all know they ain't tipping that extra. Okay. So money over bitches. Don't ever choose the bitches over that money. Okay. Okay, a bitch is like a prostitute, right? So don't choose that hoe over your money. Watch your fucking money over that fucking hoe ass bitch. Money over bitches. Get it? It doesn't mean, oh yeah, you know, live that whole life and choose money over your friends. Like, no. Don't choose that hoe bitch and be Captain Save a Hoe versus saving your fucking friend. That's what it means by money over bitches. Logan Paul's a fucking sellout. I don't want to talk about him. Do you not understand what bitches means? Like, bitches is hoe bitches, prostitute bitches, stripper bitches. A guy with a mangina. Bitches. Choose your job promotion over fucking that bitch. understand what the fuck you're talking about, though. I'm not the one with hacker friends, so I'm not really sure what the fuck you're talking about. What the fuck you're trying to say? Well, okay, so what does MOB stand for? It stands for the mob, right? So, if it does have any type of affiliation with the Teamsters and their history of the mafia, where even the cops cannot protect retailers, retail workers, because of the whole under $1,000 you can't arrest them, then hypothetically speaking, right, the mafia does protect us. Right? So, again, it's not really legal. You just don't give a fuck about us, but they do. You don't care if we get shot, but they do. You don't care if we get robbed, but they do. So it's kind of easy to deal with when it's like, you're gonna let me die and they're gonna save me. So it's not really like, oh yeah, I want to be a goddamn criminal. It's like, well, if I don't want to die, I only have one fucking choice, right? Because the law ain't gonna do shit for me. Right? That's why I brought up Wall Street Mafia. Did they really jump? Did they really commit suicide? Or were they pushed by the mafia? No, there was an article. It was like, did Wall Street really fucking commit suicide? Or was it all done by the mafia? It was hella funny. No, this is why this whole entire time I've been just documenting everything you've done, and you guys are like, ha 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 ha, she's just fucking snitching, ha ha ha, she doesn't know anyone. And now you guys are like, oh, I'm gonna call the FBI on you? Weren't you the same fucking bitches being like, ha 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 ha, you don't know any fucking hackers, what the fuck you mean you fucking snitching? Who's fucking snitching now? I don't remember asking anyone. Oh, I bet Christine's just slut shaming. Oh, I bet she's doing this. I bet she's doing that. How's that working out for you? I don't slut shame them. I'm just saying, you're getting prostitutes killed. That's all I said. Or we can just kill you, and the highest earning prostitutes will always be alive. Could be a better suggestion, right? I love doing this. You know why? Remember, you're dealing with hackers, right? So, in terms of hackers and back pages and torrents and mega upload, they don't really need the permission of the government, do they? To find you. Or the dark web, actually. Right? It's funny how, like, you've been given so many chances and yet you still don't change. No, that's why I always taunt and mock the FBI. I'm like, well, maybe if you didn't save fucking Dread Pirate Robbers, they would fucking show you some level of fucking respect now, wouldn't they? So you guys can keep doing whatever the fuck you want. I'm just gonna keep telling the FBI that it's because they never fucking killed you. So now you think you have the power to continuously talk shit about them. Being like, ha ha ha, they're not gonna fucking arrest us. Fucking told you to let him kill him. But hey, you didn't want to fucking let him kill him. Now everybody's fucking laughing at you. Fucking told you, man. Fucking told you. Do you see anybody laughing at the cartel? I don't think so, because guess what? They're all so scared, right? But do you see anybody respecting the FBI? No. Do you see anybody respecting Alexander Vindman and being like, wow, he's such a fucking hero, he's rooting out corruption?
No, because guess what? You didn't cut off their goddamn hand, right? Can't say I didn't tell you. But I did tell you you're a little bit too soft. And that's why they're walking all over you. Well, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, let innocent people die. I just said let Dread Pirate Roberts die. You act like I'm telling you to fucking let an innocent child die. No, that's not what I'm fucking saying. I said let Dread Pirate Roberts get dismembered and let him get his head cut off and put on a fucking stake. That's all I fucking said. Well, I'm pretty sure if you did that, Alexander Vindman probably wouldn't have happened, because they'll be like, oh shit, like, they're not gonna fucking protect me. I better act right now. But no, they're like, oh, I have the U.S. Marshals. I get free food and a fucking new passport. And a free fucking job. See? You created that mess yourself. I can't say I didn't do that second part on purpose. Well, if your goal is to eradicate the problem, I think it's more important to fix the problem than it is to, like, try to prove yourself right. Does that make sense? I don't know how to explain it. Like, oh no, my leg got really numb. So I sat up. What should we say? I mean, not we, sorry. I think they only let Vanessa happen because she was Hispanic. But the amount of motorcycle accidents and the amount of crazy suicidal drivers, though. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was thinking the other day. I was like, hey, you know how, like, when war veterans, they get their legs cut off and shit, right? You know how, like, there's, like, certain things in your brain that can connect the muscles and the nerves, right? So I was thinking, if these people are a problem for the Hells Angels, and since you guys have so many missions for your new, I forgot what they're called, but those new guys that come in, right? You should have them be the kidnappers, and then be like, well, you know, as a thank you for our service, thank you. Hypothetically speaking, you could be like, we should just kidnap someone and then cut their fucking brains open and then reconnect some nerves and test out some, like, prosthetics and shit, you know, and see, you know, which nerves and which, you know, parts of the brain, you know, open head surgery, some type shit, you know. That way you don't have to kill them, and you can still make use of them. I mean, do people not realize the Nazis and eugenics? Like, is this, like, not something they remember? They don't understand? Like, well, oh, they don't know about the Nazi experiments. Ooh, let me tell you, man. They would literally strip a bunch of people naked just to make sure that their genetics and everything was 100% correct and accurate, kind of thing. And it was kind of like a thing where, like, they would pretty much rip people open while they're still alive to make sure that their DNA is exactly what it is, to make sure they're Aryan and all that shit. I don't know if they raped women, but I do know the military was raping Aryan Jews to make sure that they would have Aryan babies, kind of thing. So when you're talking about morals and ethics, they don't care. And if you're thinking like, oh yeah, they're gonna feel so bad that I'm, like, fucking dead, like, no. They'll cut your head open. That's why the Jews don't like the Holocaust and the Nazis, because They literally did like open heart surgery type shit on them. Oh yeah, the gas chambers, right? Yeah, but that's killing. That's not for scientific experiments. Oh wait, no, they did test the Jews. That's right. They used like genetic experimentation on the Jews to find like Aryan something. I don't know. Anyways, eugenics is the whole thing. So yeah, when it comes to Nazi and unethical and immoral scientific experiments causing a lot of pain and distress onto their patients, they don't give a fuck. Oh, wrong button. Well, the Hells Angels are known kind of to be white supremacist Nazi sympathizers. So, oh yeah, and they're very Blue Lives Matter, so. Well, no offense, but Dread Pirate Robbers kind of made you guys a joke. They're like, ha ha, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen when we talk to Hells Angels? Ha, nothing! Yeah, I think that's why they're trying to run you off the fucking road these days. Literally. Maybe if they would, and that did happen to them, they would have a little bit more respect for the package, right? What the fuck are you guys doing? Why don't I do what? That looks so weird. For me, I don't give a fuck. I'm playing Nami, for God's fuck's sake. Like, what do you want me to do, man? W? Have you guys seen Swordfish? You know, okay, so every time hackers are like, oh, I can do anything to you, I'm like, do you remember the movie Swordfish? I think no matter how good you are, they can always put a gun to your head and make you do it. And if you don't, we can always do some eugenics type shit and then dissect your fucking brain and figure out why the fuck yours works better than everybody else's. I mean, technically it's just Nazis, right? So there isn't no government FDA fucking bullshit. And since hypothetically you'd be dead and shit, right? Dead, right? Nobody's really gonna be like, oh my gosh, where'd they go? Well, like, see, when you take the organs out of a person, you can't really experiment them as accurately, kind of thing, you know? Like, you need them to be live and breathing, you know? Because that's kind of the concept behind, like, say a person's leg got cut off, right? And you're trying to figure out how to install a prosthetic that will be, like, nerve ending attached. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you would need that person to be alive, and you would need, like... You would need that person to be alive, and you would need that person to have, like, open head, like, type shit, you know? Because you gotta make sure that, like... Does that kind of make sense? Like, okay, so... Here, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Open brain surgery to connect nerves. Open brain surgery to connect nerves. So it's called awake brain surgery, where they literally... Okay, so I saw this one time where, like, this guy was sitting in a chair and, like, people would move, like, certain parts of his brain to make sure, like, hey, can you, like, move your fingers? Or, like, is this the nerve that does this, you know? And, like, hypothetically speaking, you know, you could hypothetically create a prosthetic without using human experimentation on veterans to ensure that the prosthetic is actually 100% controllable by the actual nerves, versus having a dead prosthetic kind of thing. If that makes sense. Yeah, but a lot of it is like, where are we gonna get the human experiments for it? And who the fuck are we gonna open like that, you know? And a lot of times it's like veterans and stuff, and you don't want to open fucking veterans like that, you know? So I'm like, I mean, why the fuck not? And hypothetically speaking, you know, they're all bragging about, oh yeah, you know, we can just fake dead, or are they really dead? So like, is it really a problem? Heh. Well, I mean, you guys were... So, I will always remember the time when people were like, well, so what? Zoe Quinn is a fucking biohacker! Like, she'll fuck your shit up! I'm like, you don't understand shit about veterans. They're deaf. They're handicapped. And they have... what was that one bug they brought back from Vietnam? I mean, hypothetically speaking, we could inject them with, like, you know, and then we can try certain things on them. It's just... Nobody was morally and ethically wrong to the point where they would try it on fucking veterans. But you're not a veteran, so that's not really a problem. Just saying. And injecting the bug really wouldn't be that hard because it's a insect and a parasite that just does not work with American blood. And since you are fucking American, very beneficial. Well, you guys don't know shit about veterans. And nothing I'm talking about is for civilians. It's all for veterans who fought for us, who died for us, who came back and have like no leg, no fucking thing, can't hear shit because of all the goddamn bombs they were fucking setting off. So like, hypothetically speaking, I'm not helping me, I'm helping the fucking military. So, if you're like, oh, Christine's so violent, fucking telling you, man, these motherfuckers. No, I think that's why a lot of veterans have just been committing suicide and just like mass murder and terrorizing people because they're just like, I can't believe I fucking died for you, you fucking piece of shit. And I'm like, I fucking told you. I told you I wouldn't die for these motherfuckers. I said the Hells Angels could have done it. Prospect! Yes! Prospect! Thank you. It could be like the new Prospect, you know, because you know how Hells Angels, they're kind of like a motorcycle club, right? So that means they have a hierarchy. So you have to be like a prospect first, then you gotta do prospect shit, and then you move up, right? So first step, kidnap that motherfucker. See? Everybody wins. Well, you do know Hells Angels and a lot of motorcycle clubs tend to be more Blue Lives Matter than... So, I mean... Well, actually, if you know anything about the Alex Lan thing, about the Hollywood stunts thing, you would know that this isn't exactly the first time that a government or a police officer has been part of a motorcycle gang. By the way. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Thank you for the death. What was that? Hollywood stunts? It was Hollywood... Ooh, holy mother. Hollywood stunts... Cop... what was that? What was it? Alex and Leanne. I just type whatever fucking word I can think of. So, Hollywood stunts... Police... Hold on. One of them was a cop. Cop charged or something.
Police arrested a second. No, hold on. Undercover cop. Here we go. Seen on video attacking SUV is charged. But hey, by all means, continue. Thinking and saying whatever the fuck you want, even though you don't know anything about anything. This isn't any top secret fucking secret information that nobody fucking has the right to know. Like, this is public information if you fucking followed motorcycle gangs. Seriously. No, that's why I was like, I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing, but you're fucking... I want nothing to do with you guys. I know way too much to be acting like that. Well. Oh my gosh. That's what I meant by fucking freedom, man. I'm telling you. I tell you. Oh, I didn't run away from me. I ran away from you because there's 3 and you're fucking Annie. Well, you see, most of the school shootings are from guys who, like... How do I say this? They're like... They don't... like... I don't know how to fucking explain this. It's like a guy who doesn't know how to hold a gun just shooting at anybody and being like, oh, haha, I killed a bunch of people. Versus, like, the American Sniper being like, yeah, I killed the most dangerous guy. Like, I don't even know how to fucking explain this right now. Like, it makes no fucking sense, but... I don't even know, man. Pretty much. But I can't say that, so... I don't know what you want me to do. I think that's what charges of terrorism means, but, Oh, that's actually why, thank you for bringing that up. That's pretty much why I respect the FBI, and I respect the cops, and I respect the American Sniper, because I know there's a lot of e-girl fanboys who are very terrorist mindset, where they're just like, I'm just gonna suicide bomb her. And it's like, okay, first of all, I don't know who the fuck you are. Second of all, I don't have the legal ramifications or whatever to do a fucking background check on you and be like, I know what you said, and I know what you plan on doing, and I know what the fuck you bought. Like, I don't have that fucking power. So I'm just like, alright, I'm gonna just respect the government and let them do their job. That way, I don't die. But yeah, thank you. So, pretty much, yeah. You do me a favor, I do you a favor. Oh my god, I can't even heal you. Wow. This is the buff I get. Well, he has left the team. Well, I don't understand. Who's fighting who? I'm glad we could get some giggles in there. Alright, now I have some time to actually think about what in the world am I building? Okay, we need mana, we need health. Okay, okay. What? Well, I'm playing Nami, so hypothetically speaking, all I need is mana. I don't actually need any damage, because I'll do damage anyways. Where is he going? Fucking told you. Oh my gosh. Oh, run away! Why did I laugh at Jin? I don't think this is a Jin main. Did you see him? He was like, ah, too close! Sorry. But I do that a lot when I play ADC. Because, you know, I'm not an ADC main, so whenever people get super fucking close to me, I'm like, ah, no! Definitely not Jin. So, yeah, I can still tell. You still push way too hard. Oh my god. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say shit. I feel like no matter what I say, they're just not gonna understand. So like, it's kind of pissing me off. What in the world is Jin doing? You know, that's kind of like a dead giveaway that it isn't. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but just ever so slightly. No wonder. I was like, damn, I'm trying to get away from this fucking turret. Leave me alone. Whew. Duh. Why do you guys, okay, so, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but like, I usually only go into somebody's chat when I know that certain people will be there. Why? Oh, what? Woohoo! Let's get this one. Why do I always get Warmog? So, you know how they're like, oh, heal me, and they're like dead center in the middle of the fucking fight? Like, how do you expect me to get there? You know, it's amazing how these people still continue to try and do that. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm like, if you're just so bad at it, just fucking stop. Just like fuck off and let somebody else do it. You think I'm kidding? I'm really not. I'm usually like, please, just like stop. Just stop. It's not. It's like you're miserable doing it. I'm miserable watching you do it. Like, but you're doing such a terrible job. Just like, fuck off. Okay. Oh my gosh. Annie is so helpful. Go, Annie! Nope, okay. I don't care. Because my range is terrible. Well, what do you, what, like, what? Oh gosh. Yes, I have also noticed that. But from what I've learned from the FBI is you can't do that to people because when you do that to people, you look like a crazy bitch. Well, actually, I did learn a lot of it from the FBI and the Gamergate situation because, like, for me, I understand the privacy laws of like during any police investigation, like even the lowest level of state level or like private investigation, like any type of legal investigation, like you can't say anything. You can't talk about it. You can't say anything. You can't post anything about it. Like literally, you can't do anything, right? So when I saw the Gamergate thing, people were like, "Oh, that's so fucking unfair. How come?" Like I'm like, "What the fuck? Like how do?" Ugh. So I was just like, "This isn't even hard to agree with because first of all, you're a piece of shit and you're a fucking lying ass bitch." So I was like, this isn't even a hard side to pick. So, there's that. Well, you say you're rich or connected, you know a lot of people, you know people with tech jobs, you know how to write programs and shit, and like, honestly, I would think someone who knows how to write programs and can do all that shit would be like, oh yeah, I have like a patent lawyer and everything. And you'd be like, yeah, copyright's really important to me. But no, that's not what you say, so I'm like, okay, shit's not fucking lining up. No, okay, so that's kind of why I was saying, like, if they're gonna try this with the FBI, they're probably gonna try this with literally everybody else. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna do this to the FBI, you're gonna do it to literally everyone. Because it's like, if you're gonna try and say, like, oh, the FBI fucking, oh yeah, I can go to sleep. Thank God. So, like, yeah, my stomach hella hurts. Um, so how I saw it with Gamergate was like, if Gamergate is going to talk shit about somebody even like the FBI, even though they were actually obeying the law and not releasing anybody's personal and private like conversation or anything, and they're still gonna fucking talk shit, then like imagine just me as a normal person with no government protection at all, or like, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna fucking destroy the shit out of me, you know? So like when I saw that with Gamergate and the FBI, I was just like, this isn't even like a hard side to pick. Because once I saw the Zoe post, as a person who knows how to code and is self-taught coding, I knew it like automatically what was going on. And then once I read more and more about the FBI prosecution, I'm like, do you guys even realize like how the investigation works? And then I was just like, oh hell no. And then it progressively got worse and worse because the reason why it really, really pissed me off is because when I first agreed to Gamergate, I thought it was about feminism.
And that's why every single time I talk about Gamergate, I always talk about feminism. And that's why I ultimately just did like all that fucking shit with sex work, because I was just like, at this point, I think I'm gonna have more power and more credibility if I do this. But the other part was just so he doesn't get pissed off. But now you guys are totally manipulating that situation. So I'm like, okay. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I keep saying, like, I learned it from the FBI. Because this is something that people did to the FBI. So I'm like, well, exactly. See, that's called good karma. Because you help them, you help yourself. Anyways, I need to go fart. And sleep. Thank you, and good night, and don't get so triggered.